Hello, I'm Darrell Smith, CEO of 99 Eats, here at 71 at Beyond. Today we're making oxtails, seared, slow cooked, and ready to eat. So we got our onion nice and peeled, and what we're gonna do is just cut this right in half, all right? And with this is usually when you dice it, and so I'll show you. Right now, there should be a nice flat side on this side. We're just gonna go down and cut, I would say, about 3/4 all the way through. Okay? Boom, boom, just like that, all right? There we go. All right, so you should see something like that. And then we're just gonna take our knife and cut straight back, okay? Go here, and then you just go down. And what you'll get are these little cubes, all right? So that's the simplest way to cut an onion, in my opinion. So now that we got that out the way, we're gonna go to the fun part. You're gonna take your oxtails. Typically, you'll see some big ones, and you'll see some not so big ones, all right? The big ones typically take a little longer, but when you slow cook it, it's fine because everything cooks at the same time. So we're just gonna dump that in there, all right? To our oxtails, we're gonna add some salt. And be liberal with this, okay? Because like I said, this is a tougher meat, so you wanna get a lot of salt in there, okay? Boom. Mix that up. Next, we're gonna take some mustard. Mustard, typically I use this with pork, but you'll see, like, this is a pretty cool ingredient, and it adds like a nice little tang to the oxtail as well. We take a little honey. Same thing, we're just gonna get a little sweetness in there. So right now we got our salt, we got our mustard, we got our sweetness, and then we gotta get our tang, all right? Balsamic vinegar, not too much, all right? So this is just to coat it. And the thing about balsamic vinegar, it helps with the reduction of it. Like I said before, we're gonna take our celery, we got some carrots, and you can chop these roughly, because really, once we put this in our broth, like, it'll start to reduce down, and then it'll become like nice and edible. Our onions that we just chopped, we want to add those as well. Next, we're going to grate our garlic, all right? You just grate it in there. So we'll grate about 3 cloves of this, just like that. And what you'll see is that it just collects on there, pop it right in, all right? So we start to mix that up, just like that. Next, we're gonna grate some ginger. Similar to the garlic, this, you can just grate it, all right? Lastly, this is a pretty important ingredient, thyme. About 3 or 4 sprigs, you just add that to it to marinate it. And then I'll also take the sprigs and just take my finger and go down. And you'll get all of the little flowers, little florets. Mix that up. You just let this marinate, I would say, between 4 to 6 hours or overnight, all right? For the beautiful magic of TV, we already got ourselves one that's been marinating for the last 6 hours in our beautiful fridge. Canola oil. Put that in your steaming hot cast iron pan. So this is nice and hot. If you want to test it, just slap one of these bad boys on there, and you'll hear the sizzle right away, okay? There we go. That's exactly what you want to hear. So we'll put the rest of these on here. And you want this all the way up, so you want to put your cast iron on high heat. So what you want to do, you want to leave that in there, I would say 2 to 3 minutes should be good. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to start making our broth, okay? What I'm going to do is actually take this bowl right here. So this is the bowl that our oxtail marinated in for about, like I said, 6 hours or overnight. And we're going to add our liquids to our marinade. What I did is I put a little bit of orange juice and some beef broth into this bowl, okay? The orange juice acts as almost like something that breaks down the meat. Excellent. Same thing. So we got ginger ale. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to add our ginger ale to it. We're just going to mix this up. All right, so we got that. Again, we're gonna grate a little more ginger. So with this marinade, that's gonna fry into it. So you wanna add a little bit more ginger to your broth. So then that way it also infuses it when it's cooking. Next, we're gonna dice up our carrot and a little bit of celery and add that to it as well. So we just dump that to our marinade as well. The rest of those onions in there, mix that up and set that to the side. All right, so I think these are about ready to flip. We actually have some oxtail in our slow cooker that have been cooking for the last 6 hours. And so I'll show you exactly what it looks like once it's done. This is what you'll see. So you see all of that liquid just started to reduce down and create like a gravy or a sauce. So you'll see that gravy, it reduced down. And this is what you want to put on your rice. For our oxtail, this is exactly what you want to see right here. See how that's falling off the bone? There you go, right there. You want that to pull right apart. You shake it, and that's our oxtail. Cheers. Now everybody gets to try them. Thank you.